Yo, check it. Hey, yo, check it. We got an absolute banger for you guys. Price targets, legendary opportunity setups, and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make money. Again, this is not financial advice, but we're not going to waste any more of your precious time. Let's go ahead and show you guys the price targets, the technicals, showing that AMC and GME are about to make a huge move, and show you guys what's going on in the cryptocurrency and overall stock market. Let's go.
All right, y'all, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, and SPY. We're also going to quickly look at Bitcoin and Ethereum at well in the end of the video. So if you're interested in that, check that out. But this is your daily outlook and prediction for stocks and crypto. Obviously not financial advice, should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. Now, I'm going to be going at this video a little bit differently, showing you guys what I expect for tomorrow based off of these technicals that I'm looking at, and I'm going to explain why I feel the way we do. So guys, you can see that we have a ton of bullish signs here for AMC stock and of course GME stock as well. Let's first hop into GME and show you guys exactly what we're looking at. I just want to show you guys some things here on the macro that do matter a lot. Of course, we have green weekly MACD and we have green monthly MACD. Last time we had these, we had this big massive push to the upside. These are macro technicals saying that we're going to have bullish upside. We also do have a buy signal here on the weekly time frame for both a GME and for AMC. You guys can see that weekly buy signal. This occurred when we also had the big moves to the upside for both of these stocks. They got weekly buy signals. So we have green monthly MACD and weekly buy signals. Just for an example of what this can do for an asset, you guys can see we had a weekly buy signal here with green monthly MACD, here with a falling wedge breakout similar to what GameStop is doing right now. And you can see on Bitcoin, it absolutely blasted to the upside, making a all-time high. So again, I'm not saying GameStop is going to make an all-time high, but it is a possibility, especially with this falling wedge setup and the potentiality of what could happen after this fractal plays out. Now, we do have a fractal from the 2021 run-up that I want to show you guys that is playing out for a GameStop stock, and it says a big move is coming for GameStop, and I'm going to show you here evidence why this big move could be happening. So I just showed you guys macro technicals. Here is the fractal from the 2021 run-up. You guys can see that we get a big push to the upside similar to the push that we had after this big mega rally. So you have this big mega rally, then you get a second push, and then you come back around and you get a third push. Now, I showed you guys in the weekly outlook and prediction how this third push correlates with the same dates that AMC has a much bigger move. So if you go ahead and look at what AMC is getting ready to do based off of the fractal, AMC is getting ready to make a much bigger move. Now, if I go and show you guys the dates here, here's the first push, here's the second push, here's the third push. If you look down at the bottom of your screen, you can see it happened around 6.4 to a 6.11. Around that time, we had that big push to the upside. If I go to AMC and look when AMC had its way bigger move, it was around 6.4, 6.11 around that time. That's when AMC had that much bigger rally. This is repeating the same as 2021. This is a unique money-making opportunity. Now, again, this is not financial advice. I am just some guy on the internet. You must check your own technicals and research, but based off everything that I hear here and all of my due diligence, AMC is about to make a huge move and GME is about to make a rally as well. The rally for GME, I'm expecting price targets of around $45 to $50. Now, you might be asking me, why do I expect this price targets? Well, if you go ahead and look at what's going on right here, we have this big block of sell orders. The sell orders is around $41 to $48. These are sell orders waiting to be sold. People expect price to go high, this high, and they're going to take profits around this range. If you look at the fractal, you guys can see that the rally is to around the previous height of that second rally. Well, if we go ahead and look at where our second rally is, it's conveniently right where those sell orders are. So again, this is why I have a price target of $45 to $50 for GME stock. Now you can also see that we have a lot of similarities on the fractal as well. We have this double bottom playing out. I told you guys if we broke above that level of 2667, if we broke above that level here, which we're staying above now, I told you guys the double bottom would play out and we could see a nice pop to the upside. You can see how we come down, we have a pop, then we have another bottom. If we can get above that level, we're going to start rocketing. And if you look at what the fractal says, you have this piece of consolidation here. That's what we're doing, consolidating here. You start to curl to the upside. We're curling to the upside, and then you boost out of that double bottom setup. Now, what I'm expecting for tomorrow is the potentiality of that big push to the upside. So I'm thinking tomorrow, okay, potentially tomorrow, maybe Wednesday on the latest, we're going to be having a big bullish move. And I told you guys this week we're going to be having a green week, and I expect a large green week. And you can see here we are already starting off with a positive week on both of the meme stocks, but I'm expecting a larger green week for the meme stocks. Big percentage gains on both of the meme stocks, and I'm going to explain here in a minute why I feel that way of AMC as well. So as you guys can see, based off of all the research and due diligence that I have here and technical analysis, I believe that GameStop is going to be making a push towards $30 as possibly as early as tomorrow. I do think we're going to be hitting a maximum of $45 to $50. And me personally, I have shares that I bought way down at like $15 and accumulated some other shares. I will be taking profit and risk off the table around those price targets for GME stock. So this is what I'm looking at for GME stock. As far as what I could expect for tomorrow, I'm thinking we're going to see a consolidation here in a pre-market. I don't think we're going to see a pre-market pump. I think we're going to come back down, retesting 2667 as support, maybe even in the morning going a little bit below it, but that's going to give us the confirmation that we need as we retested it several times today. I think we're going to retest it a few times tomorrow and then get a big boost to the upside for GME stock, in my personal opinion, and I'm going to be looking for a decent move here tomorrow for GME. I do go live, so you guys can tune in. I go live market open to market close, so you guys can tune in to get these technicals as they do unfold. Now, let's go ahead and move into AMC and show you guys and girls what's going on for AMC and why I expect AMC to also be making a big move. If I show you guys right now what's going on, you guys can see that we're breaking out of this bull flag. We have this big push to the upside and we're breaking out of this bull flag. This bull flag has a price target of $573 at minimum, and if not a higher high towards that $6 range. Now, if we go to $6, we will absolutely blast off. Not only are shorts heavily underwater, but it is a technical level. You guys can see last time we broke above $6, we absolutely pushed to the upside. If AMC does that again, we're going to absolutely push to the upside. This whole entire thing has been an accumulation range. You guys can see here that there are even buy orders down here. People are buying AMC at these levels because they know a move is about to happen. If we go ahead and zoom in, you guys can see here on TradingView, we are just roughly breaking out of the bull flag right now. And if we confirm these levels of support around 535, 540, using those levels as support, you're going to see a big push up towards $550 and $6. We are dangerously close to $6. And of course, we do have the fractal playing out as well. You guys can see very similar shapes. Okay, so if you go ahead and look at phase 6, and I went through all of this on the live stream and basically went through the whole thing and showed you guys how this whole entire thing played out. But I'll just start from here, from phase 6, from phase 5. You have a drop down. Okay, so you have this big drop down, you have a big drop down, then you have a push to the upside, you have a push to the upside, and then you drop down again, you drop down again. Then you have this big rally that fails to a fake out, that rally drops, then you consolidate and pump. Look what just happened. We had this big rally that went to a fake out. It dropped. Everybody thought it was over. Now we have this bull flag where it looks like we are about to pump. And again, the fact that we have a bull flag setup, ladies and gentlemen, a bull flag setup is telling me that we're going to blast through $6 with some force. This is a crazy setup for AMC. And I'm going to give you guys price targets here in this video in a minute after I give you a few more technicals and indications on why I believe we're going much higher. But you guys can see that we are clearly set up for this $6 level. They also have these sell walls trying to block us down, and of course they are trying to use short shares. They have 2.5 million short shares available to short for AMC at time of recording, and they have 2.1 short shares available to short for GME at time of recording. Also, we could see a high usage of dark pool today. You guys can see off exchange percentage amount of volume that was off exchange, 7.9 million. Over 60% of the volume was off exchange. So they are trying everything they can to stop this, but it doesn't seem like anything they are doing does have an effect. Right now, cost to borrow for AMC is coming to the downside. You guys can see cost to borrow for GME sitting at 0.49% and cost to borrow for AMC sitting at 1.19%, slightly coming down from those overall ranges. If we see cost to borrow pop up, that's a sign that we're going to see a move in AMC. You guys can see that AMC is breaking out the bull flag and retesting it, looking very, very bullish. Bollinger Bands are constricted. If we look at the 4-hour time frame, 4-hour MACD about to go green above the blue medium line. This stock is primed to pump, and this is why I believe AMC will be seeing a pop to the upside tomorrow and at the latest Wednesday, and I believe we're going to see a big bullish week for both of the meme stocks. Now, possible price targets for this move are the gap fills that I have for AMC as what we have right now. These are liquidity zones. This is where price is naturally going to try to find its way to. Market finds liquidity. The first gap we have is at about $11 to $12. That's going to be our first price target, and of course you could call it a bracket if you wanted to as well for this overall move. Then the second levels we're going to be looking at most closely is going to be $24. We also have one here at about $16 to $19, and then we have a maximum one at about $36 to $43. These are all gap fills that are here in AMC stock that I do believe are going to get filled. And also, if I take the fractal, and this is just a rough estimate, but if I just move it down and line it up, you guys can see how the peak is about the same. You guys can see that it pushes up to about that $35 to $45 level. You guys can see here, if you were to just draw a straight line across, which is pretty ironic that we have gap fills there. So I believe those are the price targets for this run. Now, if the fractal changes, and I've talked about this in the live stream, where we get this big push to the upside, and I've also talked about how you can trade this range and make a significant amount of money. Again, this is a huge money-making opportunity, especially if this does play out. But I talked about when we get this bull flag type structure. Last time we broke down, and again, if AMC is doomed to repeat the same pattern over and over again, that means it's going to go down, and then like another 3-4 years later, it will have another big move that will be smaller. So you want to make sure that you're taking risk off the table, not financial advice. But I also talked about a scenario where we might go bullish and you see AMC instead go up and make higher highs. So I do not think these are the max price targets for the squeeze or the MOAS or whatever the case may be. Once all the shorts start covering and everything comes home to roost, I don't know what the maximum price targets will be for that. But right now, these are the price targets I have for AMC, and they are realistic price targets in my personal opinion. So that's what I'm looking at for AMC and GME. Let's go ahead and move into SPY and then quickly move into the cryptocurrency section. I just want to point out that we do have retail sales month over month coming out tomorrow. Now, I did also talk about a bearish week for SPY. You guys can see this is also starting to kick off. Topping pattern doji style on the weekly time frame, and here on the daily time frame we have a gravestone doji being printed. RSI extremely overbought. SPY getting this big push to the upside, which I talked about in the weekly update and prediction, and started to pull back. You guys can see bearishness is starting to build here on the 2-hour time frame and the hourly time frame. I think SPY is setting up for an overall top in my personal opinion. Again, RSI is just so overbought on so many metrics that there is little or no room to run. Here on the monthly time frame, we're sitting at overbought, and I showed you guys this on the weekly time frame as well. Also, stocks like Nvidia and these other stocks are starting to see tops. You guys can see Nvidia starting to pull back Apple even getting a little bit of pullback as well. And if Apple and Nvidia start to pull back, this is going to be taking the market with it. And you guys can see Apple extremely overbought. These stocks are due for a pullback, and I believe we're going to be seeing a pullback this week and seeing an overall red week. As far as levels that you can be watching for SPY, if SPY can break above 563.52, I would suggest that SPY could be making another higher high, another all-time high if it can break above that level. If SPY loses 559.85, I would be suggesting that SPY is most likely going to be seeing a lot more downside. So those are two levels that you can watch very, very closely to determine if it is going to be up or downside. And of course, I will be live tracking it as well, but I believe we're going to be seeing pullback in my personal opinion. Now let's quickly go into crypto and wrap up this video. Bitcoin seeing an absolute pump to the upside again, still kicking myself in the ass for not buying the dip on Ethereum. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency absolutely ripping. You guys can see altcoins pumping, Bitcoin pumping, so cryptocurrency portfolios are doing very nicely. Bitcoin, I believe, is about to make a mega move, okay? I think it's actually going to break all-time highs in my personal opinion. I believe that this setup was a spring. This was an accumulation range. This was a spring, and I think Bitcoin is about to go much higher. The fact that we held this overall trend line, the fact that we're back above 61K, all of these things are telling me that Bitcoin is probably most likely going to actually go all the way back up to 73,800 and surpass that. I think Bitcoin is actually about to make a mega move, and I am extremely bullish on Bitcoin based off what I'm seeing here. RSI on the weekly time frame has now reset, and we have room to run to the upside. And again, the fact that we have held this overall trend line is huge. Bollinger Band started to constrict on the weekly time frame. If we can get above this blue medium line at just about 65.6K, if we can get above that level and hold it, that means we're going to be to the upper side of the Bollinger Bands while they are constricted. And you guys know that means volatility is coming. That most likely mean a big pop to the upside is coming. Now, I want to see us above that level, because if we stay below it and the bands tighten up, that means we could be setting up for a bigger move down. But overall, I think crypto is going to see a big recovery. I'm bullish with the spot ETFs on Ethereum, and I think we're going to see a second move on Bitcoin that's going to bring in a altcoin season as well. If you go ahead and look at what's going on with Ethereum breaking above this sloping resistance, which is bullish. I told you if you guys see a break above that sloping resistance, you would see a big pop to the upside. But if we zoom out on Ethereum possibly making a mega bull flag. If I were to go ahead and just delete that yellow line there, let's see if I can get on a hold of it. You guys will see this bull flag type structure. If I turn this color here, you can see this bull flag type structure here with these two yellow support and resistance lines, how we push to the upside and we're consolidating in it. If Ethereum manages to break up towards that 4K region, you're going to see a big push to the upside for Ethereum, and that could take Ethereum to much higher levels as well. And this is why I think cryptocurrency is indeed setting up for a much bigger move in my personal opinion. We also still have mega bullish signals like the buy signals on the bigger time frames. We also have green monthly MACD on these assets. So the monthly and the bigger macro stuff is still very, very bullish on both of these assets. So I am bullish on Bitcoin and Ethereum and the overall cryptocurrency market. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like. I appreciate it. If you managed to watch to the end of the video, if you want to support the channel in a different way, you guys can check out the merch store. I am rocking one of the hats right now, and I do rock the tees as well. You guys can check that out and link down in the comment section in the description. But if you want to support for absolutely free, just leave a like and hit that subscribe button. It is a great way to help out. And of course, you can leave a comment down below, because it will help more people see this video. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you, because I truly would not be here without each and every one of you. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.
All right, y'all, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like and press subscribe for more content like this. You can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates. And I appreciate y'all if you watch the end of this video to see this message. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.